Hello! Good morning, beautiful souls. I don't want to spill my coffee. What's up? Welcome in. You guys aren't going to believe this. I had to bring my... I'm trying to catch this damn sunrise, if you guys don't mind. And it's been kind of difficult for me to do that because I've had all the kids. So I finally got up this morning on time. I'm headed out here in the desert. It is a beautiful morning. But I got to get out here a little bit of ways. I'm trying to get it to where you guys can see the sunset. Oh, the Lord have mercy. It is, oh Frankie, 24 degrees here. I don't want to spill my coffee. And of course I get the coffee cup that's got the big old... Yeah, I'm gonna end up with coffee in my crotch. Guarantee it. I don't know what to do with my hands. Okay, give me a second. I think I've got... Is this gonna get a bumpy motherfucker up here? There it is. Stand by. Good morning, guys. Welcome in. We're about to catch a sunset, and then I was gonna do a sun. Why do I keep calling it a sunset? A sunrise, and then I'm gonna do a beautiful read for you guys. Okay, so here we are, and I'll get you guys up here now that I'm not holding my phone. Okay, got the sun peeking up. I don't know why the hell I chose the roughest fucking damn road on this side. I'm probably gonna put my four-wheel drive in already. It is frozen, but just in case, let's go 4 high. Should be good. We're gonna go 4 low. And I know I don't have to do this, but okay. I wanted to come out and do this yesterday, but I got bombarded with responsibilities of sometimes more than what I'd like to have, but today is the day. Where is the fucking fence line? I can't see shit at night. Okay, so this one will cut over towards the fence, which is where I'm actually trying to go. Yeah. Okay. We're on the fence line. Sorry, I got a bunch of stuff wrangling and a jangling and a jingling, a dingling. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I hope all of you have had a good morning. I'm kind of a morning person, if you guys... I can be a morning person and I can be a night person, I guess I would say. Okay, we got the sun starting to come up. I had plans, man, 15 minutes sooner, but you know what? We're freaking out here, man. It is cold. It's a cold 24. Cold 24 degrees out here. Welcome to Idaho. Doop, doop, doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Good morning, sky. Good morning, trees. Oh, there's no trees. Good morning, sagebrush. We're in the desert. Excuse me. Alright, let's see. I know this road splits up here somewhere. Not exactly sure where the... Okay, looks like this is the split. I wonder if that's a rough riding son of a bitch that way. Okay, I'm gonna turn this off for a second so I fucking got a spotlight on in the car. Okay, this is us. Ooh, we made it. Fuck yeah, we made it. We're in a 4-wheel drive Suburban. Alright, everything is gonna be okay. It's alright. Woohoo! Take it easy. It's a beautiful day. You know what? And I'm thinking right in here actually looks pretty darn good. Except for I'm going to probably turn. Welcome in, guys. Good morning. We're trying to catch this sunrise. It should peek up right over the reservoir right there. And I was gonna do a nice little how's your mother read. Cheerio out. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. It's bucking cold. Yeah. Let's do something like this, but I wanna be like facing this way. Okay, we're not making a 5-point fucking turn in 4-wheel drive. Huh? We ain't gonna make it. The only thing I don't like about my Suburban, I would say, is how tinted my windows are. Sometimes it's really a pain in the ass to see out. Okay, we're here. We are here. Look at that. Okay. Let me clear my throat. Da-na-na-na-na-na-na. I'm gonna get y'all set up. I had an Acadia before I had this Suburban. Obviously I have 5 kids, I need the Suburban, but the Acadia had heated seats in it, and this one's quite a few years older than that car. Let it go. Let it go. Okay. Let's turn off the lights. The sun is still set here, and just seeing the sunrise is enough to get my brain to produce cortisol. Yes. Thanks for the unintentional anxiety. So sorry. See, for me, I like to get up. It looks like we got some pink skies this morning out here. Oh, hello, moon. Is that you? Got the moon and the sun coming up at the same time. Oh, cranky. Okay, why does it look like it's a half? That's so crazy. On the phone here, it looks like a full moon, right? But when I'm looking at it in my human eyes, it's like only half. I know that sounds weird. Back out. Yeah, when I see it, it's only half. I can only see this side, and this side has a cloud on it. Well, there's the sunrise. Sorry, I'm on an old Android. This is the Galaxy S Pro fucking 13, bro. This thing's old. Good morning. Hope you guys all have a fabulous morning. Yesterday I tried to get on and it was hello and goodbye. What's up, Bella Jade? Hi, Carol. Hey, Carol. Sorry, man. Here she comes. just a few folks know. Fired up. Meet me down in Mexico. Ooh, the mountains look beautiful. Yeah, we live in... Dude, that's... Carl, that's some serious stuff. I'm scrolling, and I'm scrolling, right? And you have to remember, this old girl has lived on a ranch most of her life. To see a guy wearing a fucking dress and who can do makeup better than me, that's cool. That's your own thing. But you're right. We do have two types of men in this world. We've got the ones that are wearing our fucking panties and putting on makeup and walking in heels. And then we've got the ones that are, we've got our sportsmen. We've got our hunters, our fishers, our guides, our the ones that like to ride the four-wheelers and be those ones. The dirt bike guys, the mechanics, the ones that, yeah, what the fuck happened to those guys? Surrounded by a bunch of pussies. And if that offends you, then this ain't your channel. Sorry, I could probably outwork half of those drag queens, cross-dressers, gaylord fuckers. That's cool, but it shouldn't affect like the whole outside, should it? Your whole world? You put the fucking fingernail polish off, take off the fucking heels. Alright, get on a pair of fucking work boots or a set of joggers and go. Get out of your fucking one-cat apartment and go start your day. No offense. I don't. At this point, hey, you should be offended. Look at you. Your fucking high heels and grandma's dress. We got fucking cows to feed and shit to do, and you're in here with ripped pantyhose on, fucking with your balls tucked between your legs. Whatever. Maybe I should bleep that part out. Carl started it. Good morning, John Peace. Yeah, there's your sign. Bunch of fucking pussies. Too much coffee for me. Fuck it. Good morning. Some of the things that cross my brain early in the morning. You're weak. Look at you. Alright, you guys ready to go backpacking? Across the Himalayas? Let me get my 8-inch stiletto. No, we ain't gonna do that. We ain't gonna do that. John, where are you at in this beautiful world? What up? All is well. Oh, swell. Oswelio. Emilio. Word of the day is, you're perfect the way that you are. All this seeking and looking and judging. And I would say the word of the day is to focus on being in the flow of bullshit and continuing to hold a vision outside of that. Allowing the hard things that will shape you to shape you. Letting go of the bullshit that doesn't. Cause I'm in love with the shape of you. Oh, those mountains are pretty. We got some snow. Really what I wanted to do, and I still might, shit depends on how I feel. I'll have to go to the gas station though. My 17-year-old daughter drives my car, so when I get it back, it's on E for excellent. Computer man, if that is your screen name, you probably never even seen a fucking sunrise. I'd have a boner too. It's giving me a boner. Get out from behind it's your mouse. Fell in your lap. Get out from behind the fucking internet. Get off your computer, computer man. And your idea of a boner is probably like one of those number 2 pencils, but half of it. So good morning. See, you're one of those motherfuckers that probably cross-dresses too. That's the shit I'm talking about, getting on my live, talking about your little tiny ink stick. Your ink splotch. Probably wear you probably wear girls' dresses. See how fast that turned around, Carl? start, no shit won't be no shit with your number 2 half empty leaded pencils for mines, I'll tell you some days. She gonna be popping up right over there pretty soon. What up, Claire V? April's like, you're probably right. The only reason you got a boner is because of panties, the freaking, what do you call it? I don't even know what you call them because I've only worn them twice and I'm 37. Pantyhose. Pantyhose. It's the only reason that you've got blood trapped in that little tiny wanker of yours is because your fucking pantyhose are cutting into the side of it, computer man. It's not a boner, it's just trapped blood. Good morning. Anybody else want to start some shit? Be happy. I would be obliged to give you the word of the day. I like that house up there. Its phone does no justice. Rock me, mama, like a wagon wheel. Welcome to Idaho. It is, God, we're gonna have so much snow, hopefully. I guarantee you that mountain's got some pretty nice little, so we got, I don't know if any of you guys know where Sun Valley in Idaho is, but it said that Bruce Willis actually had a house out there. I'm sure he does it now with everything he's going through. But they have a beautiful ski resort out there. Gorgeous. In Sun Valley. And then out here in Idaho too, out on the other side of Boise, east of Boise quite a bit, there is another mountain and it's called Soldier Mountain. And that mountain is a freaking blast to ski on. Sun Valley's fun because it's just a big old mountain. It's where you get your skis flapping in the front so hard because you're just pinned straight down the hill. Oh, I miss it. We're coming in for a landing. Don't get in front of me when we get to the bottom of the hill. I am going to tell you right now. And hold my flask. I don't know why I like beer and whiskey on the mountain. I know it doesn't hurt as bad when I have some of those emergency stops. Computer man, are you still... Oh, no. I was gonna say, I don't think he wanted any more after that. Computer man. Be nice to your wee little boner. Fuck off my chat. Don't be fastest. Don't get on my channel and tell me what to do. Today's not the day. It's not the day. Most time case is pretty cool and pretty nice and chill, but don't buck with me on my, this is my morning. You guys ever had to go find the sea when you ABC'd your way out? We're getting closer. I love you, Claire V. Girl, I hope you be feeling good. I've been sending you some positive vibes. Computer man has now become, my name is Twat Waffle. Oh, it doesn't say waffle. It says wafer. Whatever. And don't forget to hit the like button while you're wearing a set of high heels for some of you out there. And I'm not talking to the women. Pray the good Lord, Twat Waffle. I don't know what's gotten into me this morning. I just, fuck it. You know, sometimes I get sick of people's shit too. Tired of always being the benevolent one. Today's the day to piss off, mate. Bloody hell. Look at the sunset in Sheppy. It's not a sunset, it's a sunrise. And my kids, I told them I don't like the word shut up. So now they use the word Sheppy. It's the nicest way to say shut up in public. Sheppy Hino, as we're going through Walmart down the house. Sheppy Hino. And now they call Ringo Skibbity Toilet Ringo. They call him Skibbity Ringo. And I'm like, that's why you shouldn't have told the 2- and 3-year-old Skibbity for the last year, because now that's your nickname. No cinnamon in the coffee. Got that same fucked up cup again with the crack in the back. Looks like me and this coffee cup got gifted the same gift, a crack in the back. My anaconda don't want none unless you got sunrise, hun. You could do side bends or sit-ups. That's my nibbity skibbity. Fucking kids, dude. I swear to God. I'm like, Ringo, he's 13-year-old with, oh boy. I'm so glad we've traveled on all of these different planets together. The past life regressions I've had in my sons, and almost every one of them on different planets. I'm like, dude, how long have you been following me? And next lifetime, I want you to be the mom, and I want the dirt bikes. Good morning from Arizona, Wade. He's got that little electric bike, and he puts the girls on the front. That's all that everybody wants to do here in Idaho is ride four-wheelers, dirt bikes, go to the mountains, camp, fish, jump, hop, skip. Well, we're getting closer to it peeking over that hill. You guys have gotta love me. You wanna see my setup? This is my setup I've got in here. I don't have one of those car holder thingy-majigger-bobbers for your... This is what I'm rolling with over here. You guys like my duct taped light? This thing's been fucking thrown all over hell and back. Welcome to the Guardian Oracle channel. Look, I have to use this to hold the phone because I don't have one of those things that go up on the dash. Ah, that sucks. Nice little setup though. Fresh piece of duct tape, and this thing's just sitting right up. You guys want to see how I had to pack the cards this morning? This is what I'm actually going to invent. Where is it? Where? Come around me. This is what I had to pack this morning. Let me get my purse out of the way. This is how we pack the cards. I was getting coffee in the kitchen, and I had a bag from the Onions, or I don't even know what fruit or vegetable it was the night before. And there's our cards for a read this morning. Hey, we got coffee. We got our stuff. Might be a little messed up. We are doing good. And we're not wearing dresses this morning. Sometimes you gotta improvise. Duct tape will fix anything. Sometimes you just gotta get your shit in a sack and go. Huh? Anybody ever had to live like that? Once or twice? Excuse me. It's so weird how on the phone it shows up as a whole moon. Excuse me. When I look at it, it's like a half. Fucking weird. Kind of how you can see the rays of light through the phone, but you can't with the naked eye. Oh yeah, that sun's gonna be pretty when she starts coming up over that. Coffee cup, duct tape, an onion bag of cards. This morning is lit, for real. What up, JC? Jay? Yeah, I love the book bags. Okay, we're gonna wait and see. I'm not working with a whole bunch of room here. Never am. Don't frickin' spring a hole in the hot sauce packet that my kids like to keep. I'll tell you what, every time anybody else have kids, when you go to get in your car, you gotta throw out all the trash. They're McDonald's or whatever. These are mom's worst nightmare. You know why these are mom's worst nightmare? Because they spring a hole. Because the rest of their shit pops a hole, and then it just keeps leaking and giving. It's everywhere. Yeah, the worst thing that ever happened to me is my daughter starting to drive and now wants to use my shit. Like I said, I always get my car back on excellent, on E. Oh, I totally forgot. I was just in a hurry and I parked it. I'm like, no. This is Hair That Don't Care. It's a long day. It's a beautiful morning. I ain't got the time to be dressing up for the sunrise. Alright? I wouldn't mind some freaking chapstick though. I wonder if that's a possibility. Sometimes my shit just grows legs and walks off, you know? Anybody ever bought 15 freaking chapsticks in one summer? I get them all back when I do laundry for the most part, or I clean my car out. Oh, this'll do. You guys like the inside of my purse? I sewed that in there. I've had this purse for a long time. The reason I like this purse is because it's a concealed carry. My pistol's a little too big, my 22. It's a little too big to fit in there. Like one of those little 38s, little tiny little, would be good for it. Do any of you guys pack a weapon, or like a pistol, or, oh, check. I'm a knife connoisseur. If you know me, you know I like the desert and I like my knives. Everybody should always have a good knife on them. Oh, marshmallow. Oh, that's probably sandwich. No, it ain't cocaine. Who's got a knife? And I'm like, my purse. That's why I had to sew a new thing in it, because my blade down here, blades all day, baby. Poked a hole in the bottom of my shit. Oh, and I got another knife. 1111 as I say this. I found my Case knife. For those of you that don't know, my name's Case, and my friends actually call me Case. It's funny, I kind of dreamt about this knife, but this is a baddie. She's just a little baddie, but I love the color on her. And then for Christmas, I got a buck knife. I got the bigger buck knife, and then I got the cute little tiny BB one. I have a thing with tiny swords and tiny knives. I don't know, I like knives. I like big knives too, not just tiny knives. So that little... Looks like we're doing good right there. Sun's not up over the mountain yet. Good morning, welcome in, guys. Dude, you better hang on to that buck knife. I personally, I love the buck knives. I like the buck knife. It's a nice knife. They're a strong knife. They're good in the hinge. I like the buck knife. They're a strong knife. And they take a sharpen to them pretty nicely too. Why is my laptop not turning on? Oh, goodbye. Nope, just kidding. I had to turn it back on again. I have such an afro. You know what I've been noticing too? After having kids, how crazy curly my hair's gotten. Oh, if you knew me back when I was like 20, 25, yeah. My hair was not curly, maybe a little bit wavy. Now it's like, it's a whole afro, literally, and it's like so kinky. As my genetics, my DNA, I'm gonna tell you that. They say every time you have a kid, it upgrades your DNA. Especially the level of awakening you're at when you're having a child too. I see a huge difference from when I had Kylie, who's 17, versus Ellison, who's 2 years old. Because I didn't have my spiritual awakening when I was younger, having my older kids. But my younger ones, I'm like, good God, are you, like, they're so advanced, they're so smart. Alright, stand by for a second. 7:52:77. Okay, hot spot is on. Huh. Look at the background. I have it to where it switches a lot, but I just think it's interesting that it's on the mountain. last night I go out because I was in a mood, and I haven't taken myself out to the desert for quite some time. I mean, other than running, and I used to spend a lot of time in the desert. When Case would be pissed and you couldn't find her, it was because I was in the desert somewhere. And that's just kind of how I am and how I've been when I'm upset. You know, I used to want to go to the bar and sit there and drink, and then the dudes I was with at the time were like, why are you at the fucking bar picking? I'm not trying to pick up dudes. Dudes just try to pick me up when I go to the bar. I'm at the bar to have a damn drink. Yeah. Back to beauty's a curse thing. You can never just go sit down and have a beer. It's funny, every time we go in there, like, watch some douchebag, as soon as I get up and go to the bathroom, is gonna come and try to hit on you and talk to you. Every fucking time. I'm like, oh, thank you. Can I get you a drink? I'm like, I'll have a drink. Thank you. Maybe when this next 3 are gone. I want a fucking drink. I just got here. Sit down and shut the fuck up. I mean, huh? Sometimes it's annoying as hell, though. Sometimes I just wish I could shapeshift my, you know, looks on the outside to be like that old lady who shows up on Beauty and the Beast on the Beast porch saying, could you bring me in for some shelter? Right? And they're like, no, I wouldn't let you stay here. I got a rose for you. What do you want me to do with the rose? And then she turns into a beautiful, right? I put a spell on you. Okay, let's try this and see if we like this. Just being honest. Fuck. It's annoying. I don't know. I think I've just gotten to the point where I ain't looking to be, you know, in a relationship, or, I mean, I have special people, but that I enjoy. I like spending time with, but I also like my independence, my freedom. I think the second that somebody asks you out, you start dating, it's, now it would be an interrogation. Like, why do you want to be with me? What is it about me that makes you feel good? Do you need me to feel good about yourself? Can you feel good on your own and bring something else? This is going to be a whole, and nobody wants to get into that. So now I just psychically read this situation. I'm like, I'm having too much fun getting to know myself. I never got to be alone. I was married most of my life, literally. For 13 years to the kids' dad, and then for another 7 after that. And I'm 37 years old. Did a little stint in the military. It's crazy when you recap on times of your life. It almost feels like you've lived so many different lifetimes, huh? With just like the different people. It's crazy how people will just kind of over time disappear out of your life, you know, and it's a slow goodbye. It's not an ending like that, but you just talk less and less and less until it's just memories of the people that you couldn't imagine your world going around without. And it just goes to show how things are always changing, you know. I was Army National Guard. I was at 88 Mike Transportation Corps. Then after that, I became a Marine Corps base drill instructor for juvenile felons. So I went to drill instructor school. I earned my campaign cover, and after 5 years of doing that, I think it was there for 2 years, I became a lead drill instructor. And that's where I got to teach leadership classes. These kids were ages 17 to 21. It was kind of like their last step out into society to not fuck up. So they were there for 4 months at a time as a boot camp, like full-on boot camp. And not scratching your ass, scratch your nose. These kids were squared away by the time they left. And physically fit. Whoo. Yeah, I've lived a good life. I lived a good life. I ain't sitting in a big truck, I'm just sitting in my Suburban. Sun ain't quite up over that mountain yet. Fucking skies are beautiful. What did they say? When there's pink skies, it's chances of storm, or is that only when you're at sea, on the sea, the ocean? When there's pink skies? What does it mean when there's pink skies? It used to be like one of those, not a premonition, but what would you call it? Telltales. Pink skies mean snow. Thank you. Hey, and I think we're at it. You know, I love the feeling of snow, guys. Check this. See, when you said that, this is what I feel. I don't know, does anybody else look at clouds and like feel connected to them or like can feel the energy in them? Look how fluffy they are, and it does actually kind of look like it might snow. Again, we finally got our first snow. Ooh, she's coming up. Welcome to Idaho State, guys. I am out here close to Twin Falls. Yeah, those are some pink, fluffy skies. Those clouds are so pink and billowy. They're like cotton candy. Yeah, when I see them, especially these ones, I see snow. If you could see them now, they'd be proud. We're having an all-night revival. Oh, locking the doors. I want to hear that song. Maybe that's prominent. That's what we're gonna do. Wow, fuck, it's beautiful. Yeah, said that. Brad the Pitbull. Dude, I do that all the time with the clouds. How they shapeshift or turn into, right? I know the ships. I went out last night with the stars too, and I was out there talking my light language when I was really I wouldn't say upset, but I could feel the collective conscious of like a purge for a good cry. And I'm like, why am I emotional today? And I know that I just take on, you know. So I do a little fancy way of, what is her name? Penelope Cruz, you know, when she speaks Spanish and she really gets to go and she's funny. That's what it sounds like when I'm having a talk with the universe and I'm like, what the fuck? Just going off to the universe last night. Cuna's pretty. Burley. Yeah, I have family that lives over there in Buell. Haley's on the other side of Twin. I'm gonna guess that you're from around these parts. Maybe you have family over here? Oh man, I've gone in, I've seen, like I said, you guys, you know, when you see shit, you can't tell anybody else. Like, there's not words, you're like, yeah, that's cool. Sometimes these experiences that you have, beat me up, man. Come on, guys, you dropped me on my shoulder last time. What's up, guys? North Carolina, and sometimes we have pink clouds too. Oh, I can barely see your profile picture. Excuse me. I'm not sure if you're dressed. I don't know what you're wearing, but it almost, for a second, it looked like you know, you were at a powwow or something. Trey Hodges. Is that like, then now I'm looking at it, is it maybe military? I can't see that close. What's up, Brad? Gooding has a noodle. That's funny. I'm gonna take you probably know me. Brad. Actually, I probably met you at the bar. I'm like, hey, watch my channel. I am nice and warm. I'm in my Suburban. I don't gotta worry about being cold, thank God. I hope everybody does stay warm, though. And I wish I had the money to swoop up all those people on the streets and get them warm and rehabilitate them and just, you know. Wish I knew what I could give them to help their life change or want to inspire, you know. Or how could somebody like me help others? I've been in that spot, you know. Sometimes it's just the smallest stuff. Some people just need a little weight off their shoulders so that they can make their next move or have the money to do X, Y, or Z, or get the birth certificate or the social security number to get the ID. Oh, there's the birds. There'd be a cold duck hunting morning. Huh, look at them all just flocking there. I don't know if you guys can see them or not. Good morning, little birdies. Sorry, guys. If I use my inhaler, I get really shaky. That albuterol sulfate's not fun. And I think you're right, like just being the change. But, you know, it's a lot of people, and, you know, I don't care for money and, you know, all of the shit. Because my life, we were raised with, you know, I have 11 sisters. There's 11 of us girls all together. Being raised with a bunch of siblings, we didn't have money, hand-me-downs, we didn't have shit. I don't know what's going on in the sky over there. I wonder if you guys can see it. Just started. Right behind those birds. Those birds. Oh, you can barely see it, but out there, I just seen like this really bright metallic streak go in the sky. There it is. Why can't I pick it up here? Oh, it's like right here. Where's my finger? Oh, there it is. Right here. It's like it's gone. No, it's not. Guys, I'm not playing. This is a little crazy. Am I in the right fucking spot? There's the house. And then there's the first set of poles. Okay, I'm going to zoom in and see if I can see it anymore. That's all I got. Dude, there's 2 streaks sitting right over there. Right above those 2, oh, you can barely get a little flash of it. Right there between those 2 poles. Can you guys see it? Oh, there's the other one. See how it just showed up? My name is Casey. Casey Marie. Can you guys see above those 2 poles out there? Watch how those little 2 lights keep showing up. I don't know what they are that just showed up. It's like stars. They literally just blipped in. Oh, I can't see so good. Look right between those poles. You can kind of see the one at the top. Right in here. Right between those poles. Let's see. Oh, you can see the one. There's one below it too. Can we set this down so we're not... Good God, get this gal a tripod. Okay, where's the house? First set of poles. You can kind of see it. Right above this first pole. Right there. I see Luke Skywalker's house. It's fucking Obi-Wan and Luke. Is that you? Yeah, I wish they would come a little closer. I'm not sure what it is. It's really beautiful. I wish I didn't have such an older phone. You can barely see it right there. It looks like a star in the sky. It's insane. And it just blipped in, and there's one below it too. Yeah, it didn't come in until I started filming in that direction. Yeah, it looks like a star. Kinda see it. Right in the sunset? That's crazy. I don't command any being to do anything. I do not command any being to do anything. I ask. The only thing, deities and entities, I'll command to get off of a spirit, but no. When I'm working with benevolent beings, I ask. And it's all telepathic. It's always in the mind. So let's ask it in the mind. Up here. So weird. It looks like what is that? Well, that thing? Yeah, I was wondering what your profile picture was, if I may. You have a good day too, Carl. No twat waffles today. It's a cosplay I made. I'll have to check that out when I get off. That's amazing. Way to use your creativity. He's Captain Hook. That's fucking so cool. Nope, Idaho. This is Idaho. What's up, guys? Just desert. There's the moon. Here's the sunrise. I wish. No hot springs over here, up in the mountains further, but not down low. And the grass all smells the same as the day you broke your arm swinging on that kid out on the river. Where do you live at? You bailed him out, never said a thing about Jesus. The Ink Man? See you now, be proud. It's beautiful. Boy, that sky's getting bright. See you now, be proud. Look at that sky change colors, man, as that sun comes. It's freaking amazing. In Oregon, it would be a 7-Eleven. That's what time my computer's on. In Idaho, that means it's 8-11 right now, which is a 10. A new start and an ending. I know they got plenty young blood left in them. I've seen some sunrises on the beach in Atlantic Ocean coming over the horizon of the east coast of New York. Oh man, I bet that's beautiful. Yeah, way different, huh? We are, I would say we are a little bit different. I knew an amazing man from New York. His name was Bill Hunter. Bill, we love you. What up, Mason Miller? Boise. Boise is fun. I went there to overnight stay at a beautiful restaurant. I can't remember the name of it. Oh, it's called the Renegade. And it was, oh my gosh, stellar. Look at that over there. What the hell is that? Whoever's driving that plane is drunk. Look at that. Swerve the potholes, huh, fucker? This is gonna be a good one, guys. What up, Herman? Sweetest of sunflowers, how you are the song to me. Look at up there in those clouds. It's kind of cool. There's like little O's starting, little rings. Don't recall you were wearing on the first night we met. Besides a subtle cloud around you for my last cigarette. And you come from a good place with a happy family. just see the good in me.
I've been living, waiting on the day
That the good Lord will and sends you out my way.
I've seen hard times, bad luck, all that in between.
Sweetest of sunflowers, how you're the sun to me. Dum, bum, 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 bum.
I remember being younger and my mother told me true. Find someone
Who grows flowers in the darkest parts of you?
take heed when things get hard and don't you ever turn around. You'll find someone someday somewhere that grows you to the clouds. You walked me home there.
Man, it's perfect. I'm so glad I made it. You guys have, I have the biggest smile on my face right now.
To me so
Sweetly on the days I couldn't talk.
now I'm seeing clearly, I'm growing up so free.
Sweetest of sunflowers, how you're the sun to me.
I've been living
Yeah, it is Zach Bryan. Good job.
on the day
That the good Lord will and sends you out my way.
I've seen hard times.
That did darn Lord send you out my way. It'd be even cooler to be on that mountain over there, seeing that sunrise. It'd be a cold Betty up there. Whew. Good morning for some Baileys in the coffee, just saying. That's one way to kick the day off.
I don't want to bet, but my father wrote a check that I bet his eyes could never
God,
catch.
it's beautiful. It's gold. Look, gold come out of there.
The egg ball landing in the sidewalk, cold-blooded killer if you ask. But every night he needs me to land himself a red three-corner pocket at 12 a.m. Only 12 years old, but I got a hold of a post-it I was gifted.
He says the Atlanta red 3 in a corner pocket at 12 a.m. 1 and 2 is 3. The red ball is 3. It's the number of the day. Oh, I'd love to see the water coming up over the ocean. Oh my God. I would. That's been a lifelong dream of mine, to see a sunrise and a sunset on the sea. Never in my life have I ever. This is what I've been born in. Sure, I've been most of my life. Middle of nowhere. But everywhere at the same time. I've seen a shooting star split in two before it's burned out. I've seen some cool shit like that too, man. For real. Hon, it almost goes slow. It looks like a meteor. I've seen them go fast. I've never seen such a fast, slow shooting star. Hello, little birdie.
Myself a steady hand. He's sitting in the corner with a six-pack of Corona.
This song is a song that Cooper will sing all the time to me.
Forget about your worries and your strife. I mean, bare necessities on Mother Nature's recipe.
Mother Nature's recipes, and I started listening to the lyrics of this song.
Wherever I wander, wherever I roam, I couldn't be found off my big home. The bees are buzzing in the trees.
I used to live on the beach, but got sick of saying life's a beach. Do you play the guitar, Matt Acoustic, I would imagine?
Try a few. The bare necessities of life will come to you.
The bare necessities of life will come to you.
Look for the bare necessities, the simple bare necessities. Forget about your worries and your strife. I mean the bare necessities. That's why a bear can rest at ease with just the bare necessities of life. Now when you pick a pawpaw,
You are the tire ocean in a drop.
well, next time, beware. Don't pick.
Yeah, it is a chilly sheet cocoa. Skies aren't as pink as pink anymore. Moon's still out.
Have I given you a clue? The bare necessities of life will come to you. They'll come to you.
They'll come to you.
Oh, man, this is great. So just try.
What out? Timed out. You are very pretty as your voice. First time I seen your face, but stopped by a few times. I'm subbing. You seem very chill. Ah, appreciate that. Where are you watching from? Timed out. I am Mono. I would imagine that J is silent, right? Mono from India. I hope I said that right. Yes. Yes, my 3-year-old daughter's favorite song. She tells me, Mom, it's just a bare necessities.
The bare necessities of life will come to you. Look for the bare necessities, the simple bare necessities. Forget about your
Worries and your strife.
I need a bare necessities. That's why a bear can rest at ease with just the bare necessities of life. Yeah, with just the
Bare necessities of life. Oh, I know another good one. This was another song that came into my head.
have 2 bananas. Have we got a deal?
Yes, sir. I'll do it. I'll do anything to stay in the jungle.
Well,
I'll do anything to stay in the jungle around
lay
her.
it on the line. How about
Now I'm the king of the swingers, oh, the jungle VIP. Outreached the top and had to stop, and that's what's bothering me. I want to be a man cub, and stroll right into town.
You're my favorite deputy.
you got a friend in me?
You got a friend in me.
Buzz looking alien! Where? Ah!
Up ahead.
Buzz, an alien, look, where? That's funny shit.
What? Picasso? I don't get it.
Just remember,
You want Thompson swine? What are you looking at?
Got a friend in me. There it is.
not a laser.
There's a little light bulb that blinks. What's with him? He's already fixed it up. I'm Woody.
There it is.
You got a friend in me.
Oh, she's fucking stunning.
You got some trouble.
Look at those rays of light.
There is a
Oh, wow. Look, and that sun came up right there on those poles, right where I said it was the sun shining off something. Because that's that house, and that's the first pole. Oh, this is amazing. So happy to share with you guys. Set a good intention for this. No, I'm not 5'10", I'm 5'6". Shit, I wish. I'm glad I got to share this with you guys.
A friendship will never die. You're gonna see it's our destiny.
Look at those rays of light. Oh my God. Now, if somebody's out there with a spray bottle misting, you would see a beautiful rainbow. It's crazy. It's all around us. I never noticed it until I trip on shrooms. And then I'm like, oh my God, it's all around us all the time. There's just something in my brain that blocks me from seeing it, that shrooms allows me to release the DMT to see. It's always magical. Just fucking dumb down. I just need to get a big bag of shrooms and go around and eat them like fucking Skittles. Taste the rainbow. God, look at this, guys. Wade, will you take a picture on your phone as I hold this and email it to me so I can use it? What up, Minnesota Picker? You look like somebody I'd hang out with. Back road and getting into some trouble, boys. Have you guys ever heard this song? It's called, it's Elsa, and it's called, God, I can feel the heat of that sun. It's amazing. Into the Unknown is what the song's called. Listen to the words.
But I won't. Some look for trouble, while others don't. There's 1,000 reasons I should go about my day and ignore your whispers, which I wish would go away. Oh.
In the sunrose, I got it at 1 hour, 1 minute. 111. 101. I'm sitting in the desert. It's just sunset.
Everyone I've ever loved here within these walls. I'm sorry, secret siren, but I'm blocking out your calls. I've had my adventure, I don't need something new. I am afraid of what I'm risking if I follow you into the unknown. Into the unknown.
Right in Wisconsin, me too. I just popped a story.
Into the unknown.
That's awesome. I got shitty service where I work, but I could have swore I just said you wanted to hang out. We're hanging out. I love the way the sun goes on that grass in front and all the shadows from everything. It falls so beautiful. Sucks we didn't get an elk this year, cow elk. And we could go between 3 different units too, and we didn't see nothing. This is literally the first snow and the first cold we've had. When it gets really cold up in the mountains, elk will drop down. But it wasn't cold enough. They were all still up out of our unit. Sucked. Fuck, it's beautiful. Good God. I will not lower my fucking voice. Stunning. I could sun gaze that beautifully. It's crazy. If you guys ever sun gaze and start to see like to where the light will touch you or come to you, your eyes go all cross-eyed and you're like, ugh, some of the shit I've seen on account of cross eyes. Go Bears. Did the Ravens win the other game? Who the fuck were they playing? Packers? No, they weren't playing the Packers. They were playing the Steelers. definitely not the bears. No, this is West Coast. We're over here in Idaho. Cheeseheads. Did the Steelers win or the Ravens? Absolutely stunning. Awesome. Thanks a million for the journey. Hey, man. Thank you, guys. It's 12 in here and 34 likes. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. That's a number of progression. Steps. Alignment. Steelers fucking came back, huh? Sweet. Excuse me. Any of you guys get that terrible flu and cough that hit? I don't know if it was on the East Coast. I know on the West Coast there's so many people here with the flu and like just the nausea, the sore throat. I mean, bad sore throat. Shit. And most people had it like the flu and this cold at the same time. I think everybody's kind of getting up on the upside of it now over here, but if you got the sun backwards, you're looking at the moon. I always was kind of curious about, you know, the sun and the moon. It's interesting. This world intrigues me far too much to not wonder. Yeah, no vaccines here. I've never had a vaccine in my life. Maybe when I was young. We don't do vaccines. None of my kids have ever been vaccinated with anything. Their very first shot when they got out of the chute. Other than that, no vaccines in this family. But if you look at my kids versus other people's kids, they're a lot more awakened and a lot more, I don't know, they've got a lot more energy. They're just not dumbed down, if that makes sense. Yeah, my ancestors, they didn't have all those vaccines. I don't care what you tell me it's good for until I see the way it's meant. I don't need to put anything in my body. God made it. It's just the way we need to be. That's so beautiful. That heat on my face feels amazing. It's like being in the July sun, but I can still feel that cold January morning. I know a lot of people like that with me and the doctors and stuff, but I'm also Blackfoot Native and Cherokee, and you have to remember the power of our mind and our thoughts are so much more powerful than any plague that could ever hit this planet or sickness. A lot of those are manifestations. Just take good care of yourself, eat well, live well. It's not saying it's everybody's path, but it's been my path. I don't do vaccines. Some people probably wouldn't make it without them. Yeah. My daughter had a shot and her legs broke out. Everything broke out over her entire body. Rash, had huge lumps in her legs, and after that I was like, no. And then they always get sick. They get sick for like almost 2 months after they have their vaccines. When they were little, they're sick as dogs. Yeah, so I just stopped giving them to my kids. They don't need them. I don't have them. Hoping people will argue with me till they're blue in the face about that, but that's gorgeous. Now, if I just had a little tent right there with the morning fire, oh, I could do that. One of these nights I'm going to come out here on the mountain and I'm going to stay out for the night, and I'll bring my GoPro. Ringo's going to have to show me how to work it because I'm not good with that, but I'll bring my GoPro and I'll set up a tripod and we'll just hang out. I'll do a night up on the mountain. It's hard to get me out of the desert. That's all I want to do. I just want to be out here. And they're like, what do you do? And I'm like, dude, I don't know. I look at everything. Feel nature. It's more or less the feeling. It's free. Just feel free out here. It's hard for me to go back into town. It's just hard for me to be in... I know I have 5 kids and run 2 businesses, but there's a deep part of me that just likes to escape to nothingness. Don't like to shop, don't like the mall, don't like shit. This is me out here. This is what makes me happy. Kayak, fish and pole. This is my happy place. You guys gotta hear this song. I heard it for the first time last night. It's by Abby Kaplan and it's called Change of the Rise.
Flow through the night. The shadows will run. Fend off the enemy. Sing out the jubilee. With all the fire we can breathe. We're singing, oh, you can't tame it. High tide, low tide, you know. Night time, morning time.
I live for this shit right here.
Going strong, headed up, down the river. Oh Lord, I feel the reveille. I feel a change on the rise.
Excuse me.
It's a man who's lost his soul. Can't take a stand
What did you say? Your name, Tarn, affect me.
when his flames gone cold.
Time to get up, wakey, wakey, eggs and bakey.
Fend off the enemy. Sing out the jubilee. With all
Do you know how hard it is to meet somebody who likes going on motorcycle rides, kayak, and fish, hike,
we're singing, oh,
and all that? Well, for me, it is impossible to find. Oh, man. Yeah, it's hard to find. It's even hard for me to find men. I was married, and yeah, my ex-husband would be like, go do what? I'm like, yeah, let's go have some fun. He's like, fun? I said, yeah. Bye. Just don't get mad when I'm gone. Take off in my pickup. I ain't at the bar, I ain't doing shit. I'm in the mountains. Then they still get jealous. I'm like, I can't. So now I'm free. My grandma would always wake us up. Good morning, girls. Get up. Wash your face. Let's come get some breakfast. Put us to bed with prayers. Grandma taught us how to pray. Now I lay me down to sleep. I pray the Lord my soul to keep. Oh, well, no, that's not the one. If I should die before I wake, I pray the Lord my soul to take. Yeah. You're married to dude that don't want to have fun? Yeah, I'm married to a combat vet who's been through a lot of shit and just lives in this sense of depression. We all have our stuck points. I just am that woman that can see the good in a lot of people, potential. I feel, I don't just think, you know what I mean? I feel when I'm by others, feel their energy. But it ain't nothing like hanging out with somebody who's like your best friend though, you know, who can laugh and have a good time and just, you know. Everybody always wants to rush. You ain't gotta rush shit. The best part of relationships is getting to know one another. Yeah, and if you can laugh and hang out with my crazy ass, get along just fine. I'm a lot. Oh, the Inkman. I don't know if I did it correctly, but I sent you some pictures of the sunrise and full moon over the ocean to you. You're so freaking awesome. Thank you so much. I cannot wait to see that. That is so freaking very thoughtful of you. Hey, and you actually listened to me. Told you I always wanted to see that, and you sent me pictures. That's so amazing. Thank you.
I am my mother's savage daughter.
I'll check my email, Wade.
Runs barefoot, cursing sharp stones. I am my mother's savage daughter. I will not cut my hair. I will not lower my voice.
Well, sun's up. Listening to a woman is serious skills, for real. Yes. Oh man. I think I'm more like in the masculine energy. You know, just the way I was raised. It's like people in the Bronx would only know, and Detroit would only know that way of living. You know, gunshots and especially old Detroit and stuff. They'd come out here and be like, "Where in the bumfuck Egypt are we?" And be like, "This is home. This is home, my friend." Yeah, they wouldn't know any different because that's the way that they are raised. That's, you know, we all, you have to remember too, the way we come into this world and like the places that we live, you naturally, your soul will get drawn to, like if you're moved to certain ley lines, naturally to grid work, or, you know what I mean? Especially if you had a past life with certain people, you'll notice that if like there was a monstrosity and like 12 of you died in an avalanche, you would find that at least 6 of those 12s would be living in the same state or close to the same providence, or in, they gravitate towards those ley lines and grid lines. It's very interesting. That sun feels so good on my face, and it is such a beautiful day. I don't know what the fuck I did in Idaho to be. What did I do to get fucking stuck back in this bitch? I actually used to hate Idaho. I was like, what the fuck are the trees? Fuck are the trees? You want me to do what? Yeah, being in the mountains in Oregon a lot of my life. I was actually born in Reno. So I'm in the deserts. But I love the trees. When I went to Missouri, I loved it over there. I loved those trees. I love that. Okay. I think what I'm gonna do .
Bought a house from a man in New York. This house had 4 small apartments in it when he got it in '78. Said he had seen children grow old and elderly people die in each little apartment. Said he didn't change the wooden floors for 16 years because he knew where each scuff came from. We talked for a bit and he took me around the corner and told me everything had gone downstream from him. Like that cold water of his life had gone up his back, down his front, and around his legs. That before he could drink any of it, it had already passed him by. I went home after drinking with him a bit, made a pallet and a fire on the floor. I closed my eyes right there in the middle of one of the coldest nights Manhattan had seen all winter. I imagined my dog Jack and me back home, cutting through some Oklahoman landscape with greens and moisture and heat, and finding some stream running right there in the clearing. He jumped, chasing something naturally, and I just let that water run past my shoulders, under my neck, and down to my feet, and downstream. Every good and bad thing that ever happened to me floating downstream. They're just floating. The Tulsa bars and all the throw-up venom, the ducks we killed, the fights we had, the New York 3 a.m.s, the piano through my neighbor's wall, and the Italian restaurant voices mashing together through the opposite one. My mother's couch that sang her songs on. The African desert heat running from the police in school. And my
That desert heat running from the police at my
Every
school.
woman I had ever loved and every man I had ever called a brother. The New Year's fireworks and the July 4ths too, every failure and every ugly little victory, screaming off the Grand Canyon and hearing one of my best friends had gotten into a wreck under some cold, dark western sky. My sister.
Okay. Now do a little bit of a breathe.
Lost from my last dollar on some courage I can buy. 40 ounces of it at some truck stop in Ohio. So 40 days.
Let me get my sack here.
Another 40 high. Just feeling giving 40 reasons for goodbye. Spent 40 days drying out and 40 days sober, smoking cigarettes and quoting Bible verses on the sofa. You said I was carried my cross to the bar last night. Say why? Say why?
Say why.
Say why? Say why? I spent my last dollar on some courage I could buy. 40 ounces of it before you tell me goodbye. Still to 40 hours and I drive 40 more. 40 days in the desert just to wind up at you go. 40 ounces, 40 minutes, 40 days and 40 ways. 40 reasons that you're leaving and 40 more to stay. Say why? Say why? Say why? Come on.
Let's see.
Say why? Say why? Say why? Say why? Say why?
Wait a second, guys, and I'll get us a morning message. Let's see if I can find. Let's do this one. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I stayed up most of last night. Organized a lot of my cards, and I have like so many decks of cards too from moving and stuff that are still in boxes. Because I remember when I put all my cards together, I'm like, fuck it, you know, and there's like 4 Oracle decks in one. So trying to get a little bit more organized. I want to get those little plastic things. I seen them on Temu. They stand up and I can put all your cards in them so it's not a shit show. I need to do that. Organization, like I have OCD. For Cancer, Triple Pisces, I've got OCD so damn bad when I'm like a Virgo. I don't know, maybe it's the military and the way I was raised too. Like, I'm not a tight, you know, like, I need organization now. Okay. So let's just poke around and see what we got. Good morning, guys. Welcome in. There's a little wild. That's okay. We'll try to tame the frizz. I don't know why when I start reading, I feel like I have electricity. You know when you take a balloon and you rub it all over your head? That's what it feels like. Did you sleep right there? How do you know? Okay. We'll just get some of this Carter out of the way. It's crazy. My hair goes past my butt. And when it's all kinky and curly and crazy, it looks so short. Okay. We're in. We're here. We're ready. It's hotter than 2 wolves humping in a war sock. What? Hotter than 2 rats humping in a wool sock. Should I set this by the hot sauce packet that my daughter left in here? Oh, 2 of Cups is on the top. Got 2 of Cups, man. Longing for home, homesick for the stars. Blinded by... Oh, better keep the bag. You never know. I used to love to do that when I was a kid. Thank you guys for enjoying the sunrise with me. Okay, maybe it's a little cold up here. If I know how to run this damn thing. Why do I have to put so many buttons on everything? Can there just be an on and an off switch? An up and a down? Remember when I used to roll down the window? I'll be like this to my kids and they're like, they just look at me like, I'm like, roll the fucking window down, mate. You mean this, Mom? I'm like, no, motherfucker, that's not what I mean. I mean, roll it down. Roll out. Roll it. Roll on 1. Shit. Mom, nobody rolls the window down like that. And I'm like, okay. And then they finally got in the Toyota and they're like, I'm like, no, don't know what, no, blah. Don't know how to roll shit down. Huh? Maybe somebody rolls the windows down and don't roll them back up and that could be somebody's fucking pet peeve. Roll the fucking windows up or putting the windows down. I don't know why. Maybe windows are fucking, are you picking windows for your house? There could be something with the windows. Alright? hair is this one? That I'm just wondering whose is that. It feels like all of a sudden as I started to read it, it grew wings. Caw! Chiloo! What's with the fucking windows? What do you want from me? I'm not afraid anymore. I'm not afraid anymore. What do you want from me? Maybe somebody left their window open at night, you know? I don't know. Sleep paralysis could be a real damn thing for somebody here too. Archangel Michael, Archangel Azrael. Trust the timing. Trust the fucking wave you came in on. Time is not running out. Look at these frequencies. I can't help but like the frequencies. The rays of light. You know what? See the lighting on this card? There could be something too, like within a book or a scroll or a scribe, or maybe you just comes to your senses that you might have. I'm hearing an ancient artifact. Why do I feel like somebody's came up and stood on my left-hand side and then a red robin goes by? Literally, you know, if your eyes are closed and you feel somebody walk up to you, it's not because you hear them, because you feel them. I felt that right now. Somebody come and stand on my left-hand side. So most of the time when people appear to me and they're on my left-hand side, they're still living. So it could be like a deity, entity attachment. It could be a version of their soul, their self, their consciousness that can come through. I don't just channel people that pass on. It's weird as hell when they start to come through. It's freaking awesome. I'm like, okay, we're just going to wing it. And it's pretty cool when you're like, wow, I really was able to connect with somebody for another person. You could be experiencing that. You could have just this oddballness about you. Maybe, you know, a lot of your life you've been noticed or recognized as just the oddball. Somebody who, I don't know, maybe you're just bored with life. You know, thinking outside of the box. Let's go back to this. See, something tried to distract me there. Let's think inside the box, outside the box. There's an ancient artifact or something that you have here. It's like that. It's like a blip in time. It's like, oh my God, where did the sun go? Hold my poodle. But see how the sun goes on this? There could be a certain time of the day or something that you use and it points right at it and you're like, oh cranky, is that? I'll be a son of a bitch, and you find it. Because it's like a natural element, a ray of light, something. Maybe there's you'd call it a sun jewel, or what do you call them, sun catchers, that refract the light, and it maybe just lands on your desk in the right spot at the right time, and lo and behold, there it is. The piece of paper, whatever it is, it's something that refracts off something else. And you always wondered why you hung your mirror there, the sun catcher, it's kind of an odd spot, and maybe it was just for a second because you needed to find the other little J-hooky thing that goes in the ceiling so you could hang it where you really wanted it, so you just hung it here for now, and maybe you got busy and, you know, it's going to be something very oddball like that. Know that we are made by intelligent design. There's no coincidences. I'm talking not just synchronicities, but getting in the God code. If you guys want to understand numbers and numerology and vibrations, oh, look at that big old flock of honkers. Look at this. Hold on. I'll wait till they get over here. Look, that's a big old flock. We could be in the blinds right now. I wonder if they'll fly over. Look at this. Yeah, they're going to come over to the reservoir. Look at these honkers. Right. Check this out. Look at those motherfuckers. Look at these motherfuckers. Caw. Oh, they're shifting. Come on. They're gonna land on that reservoir over there, I bet you. Oh, they're turning, yeah! Birds they interest me so much. Their formations. Yeah, they're thinking like, are we gonna fucking settle down? This is kind of interesting. Okay, is this one of those odd moments I was just talking about in the read that's about to happen? What are you guys doing? They're sending me smoke signals. Hey, they all took off in a line. That's fucking weird. What are you guys doing? Maybe you're that guy that talks to the birds sitting in your Suburban in the desert. Give me a sign. Give me one reason to stay here, and I'll turn her back around. Said I don't want to leave you lonely. Look at these guys. You know, it's kind of interesting that they're just staying over the top like that. No, most of the time, if they're going to fly in or come down, they normally don't fly that low like that. Kind of, unless they're gonna land, and they've been sitting in the same spot over there, same height. Huh. What do I know? Besides, look at that. Chase Wise, I send you love and your dog. Chase Wise is putting his dog down in his living room right now. If you guys just want to send him positive, loving thoughts and prayers. Maybe while even looking at the sun, send healing frequencies and energies that his dog will be able to always be a part of his life still. It's been a good time. Yeah, chill, Odin, and stop spamming, homie. You're gonna ABC your way out. You know, it's a shame that we have to euthanize some dogs. Some people need to be euthanized. It's like, good. Take 3 more dogs and 1 less human. Oh, did I say that out loud? Did I say that out loud? Fuck. Called companionship, man. Unconditional love. Humans are just assholes. Alright. That's a big flock. That's a pretty big flock. Sorry about your luck, Odin. Change your vibe. Or unsubscribe. Yeah, we ain't taking no shit today. Okay. I'm gonna pull a card from the Higher Self Oracle, and I'll read this after I channel a few more messages. Welcome in. I don't think have I ever read in my car? I don't think I have. I've seen people do it on YouTube, and I'm like, dude, I don't know if I could do it in the car. Like, even in the desert, I'm looking around like, you know. They call me No CM Squad. Yeah, that's after this hunting season, they call me No CM Squad. I'm like, you guys are such assholes. So, but I'm always vigilant. Like, I'll glass for hours and just, like, I love binoculars, telescope. Like, oh man, I can just sit there and glass a mountain for hours. But when I'm in the car and I'm reading, it's nice to be in nature because I kind of just zoom out and fucking, you guys know me. I'm like, it's a butterfly. I'll be over here talking and giving a message, and my body, my mind, my soul kind of like gravitates to a certain area. Would you fuck off? Thank you. So we're doing it in the car. Maybe we're doing it in the car. Okay. Wow. Yeah, JC. Don't let me forget when I get done with this read, okay? For some reason, guys, if you're waiting on a personal read from me, I do not know what's wrong with my audio. I let YouTube support know. Like, there's 5 different lives I've tried to get on where I've had no sound. So I recorded a bunch of reads using the YouTube app, going live, but nobody else was in the private chat room. I was just recording it in there, went and upload it to save it, or to upload it so I can send it and email it to the person who paid for the read, and there's no sound. And it's not, it happened on several occasions. So I emailed them, and then all of a sudden this morning I get on there and my videos are uploaded, because I was bitching about that. Like, why are my videos not uploading to where I can look at them, download them, and use them for shorts? I don't know. YouTube's been acting weird lately. So if you're waiting on me for a read, I have not forgotten about you. There's one that I'm gonna get done, and Celia BC and Petty, I have not forgot about you and your questions. Actually was going to do them last night, and I can't remember what else. Some people's energy is weird when I go to get into it too. I'll kind of take on the energy of your being, or just one bird flying by itself. And like, if I feel miscombobulated or like unorganized, or maybe my stuff's not unorganized, but I'll step into kind of like the roles or characteristics of the person that I'm rooting for, those things that are in the energy. Like, I'll feel you guys' frustration, the happiness, like I'll be able to actually feel what it is that you're feeling. And sometimes as a super empath and as an intuitive and a psychic, I've learned that all of the things that I feel aren't mine. But yet, for some reason, I think that I have an ability to take on so many emotions in that way. I'm not doing it. I get to feel it, but it's like something in my cosmic field transmutes it. And I would say that those are, you know, ascended masters or mastery energy, as I focus on, like, really understand that I'm feeling something and then where to put that energy. I don't know, I'm starting to figure it out, but I can take on loads of energy of other people, tap into, how many of your guys' reads will I do? 7 people, 8, do personal reads. I'm in a lot of people's energy, your spirit guides, passed on loved ones. I'm in the realm. So it's just, it's really quite interesting how, as a reader, I can feel you guys. I feel it. I'm not just pulling cards. For me, I almost live, especially because I'll know whose read I'm doing the next day, so it's in there. And as that time throughout the day, I'll say, you know, I'll talk to my guides or your guides, and I'll say, you know, show me what I need to see. And I'll feel it. I'll like actually experience it without taking it on as like harshness. Now I understand that that's what it is. It's actually a gift. I'm like, why does today fucking suck? Why do I feel so emotional? In the past, now I'm like, okay, I see what's going on here. You know, and I am a Cancer sun, moon, rising, ascendant. I have a lot of Pisces placements, Scorpio, a lot of water in my chart, and which really connects me even further into, sometimes I see stuff that I don't want to see, you know. There's times when I'm like, and it scares the fuck out of me, and I don't know why, and I'm like, and I'll even tell, okay, you guys know I talk to dead people, right? The consciousness, I can call back forth like out of the Akash, like a video player, and I can see, and they put it in my head, and I can feel it, and I can experience it, and then the record goes back. And it's just certain people, that record will come out, and I'll be like, I have a message for you. It's just the way God uses me. It's just the way that it is. Growing into gifts, guys, I know a lot of you are like, what the fuck is this? You're going to start seeing like a turn in that, a successful energy that comes from that. You're like, oh shit, that was a super sensory gift that I had the whole time. That I was thinking was a curse, or I was thinking I was out of balance in my own emotions. I just wasn't sure how to call in my guides. So when I call in energy, or I start to feel energy, I'll talk to my spirit guides, and I do this all telepathically. I'll be talking to you guys like I have been, and telepathically I'm speaking to my spirit guides at the same time. Yeah, don't ask me how I do it, because I am not really a person who can multitask very good, but it's kind of weird. As soon as I get into the realm, I'm able to do a lot of things that I can't normally do when it's fucking awesome. So we're talking about this for a reason, because, you know, kind of knowing, you might not understand every facet of how things are, why you are the way you are, or why you've experienced these things. Yeah, it's a gift, but it's only a gift when you know what to do with it, and it's only a gift when you can see it as that. A lot of things that you think, you know, a lot of people are like, oh god, I just wish I was skinny and pretty. And I'm like, dude, I would give up skinny and pretty, because that's just outside shit, you know, and for good health, good knees, good kneecaps, good cartilage, good tissue, you know what I mean? There's so many more things that I would want to upgrade within my being than just that, you know. People need to focus really, like, deeper beneath the skin, you know, at the heart space. 'Cause there's so many of you that really want to make a difference. You really want to, like, how can I make a difference? If I know I'm here, but it's just, then you might look at it in your perspective, and it's like the difference that you're making is huge. Sometimes it only is one person a day, or you run into Susie at the grocery store, or, you know, you prophesy things that come out of your mouth. You're like a human channel of just, you know what to say at the right time. Maybe it's not you, but the consciousness that flows through you does. You know, we're out here doing a lot more than what, you know, even we perceive ourselves to be doing, making a huge impact in just our authenticity. A lot of times, you know, YouTubers and we feel like we need to be and do a certain way. But I want a nice pretty backdrop like the rest of the girls. I would like a nice set of nails that don't always look like I got them building, you know, a barnyard fence, you know, but it's just not, that's not in the realm of things for me. I'm a country girl. I work, I do construction, I do a lot of fucking dishes, I take care of a lot of people. That's just not, it's not gonna be my thing. You know, and I notice too, the more you get into your authenticity of like, this is just the way that things are at this time. That other stress, that other shit we're programmed to think, like, just be you. Be you by showing up, you know, because all that shit, what attracts people to you is your light. It is your energy. It is your frequency. You know what I mean? Truly, it's not how you look. That's not, you know, it's a frequency, it's vibration, it's an energy. And sometimes that's at its most beautiful when it's at its most natural. Just like weather, you know, just like nature. It's gorgeous. But she's a man-eater, you know what I mean? Nature, she is a scary, relentless, unpredictable, and unforgiving. You know, it just, nature is what I love about nature. I wish I could be more like nature. Just naturally, just be. You know, if a big hurricane comes in, it's not like, oh gosh, I should slow my storm down because it's going to affect thousands of people. No, it just storms, you know? The sun doesn't shine less because people are going to get sunburns and heat exhaustion and die. It's just being what it's here to be. Just doing. I know that makes sense to those of you. You know, some things fall on deaf ears. Oh, there's a lot of esotericism and a lot of, I think the human mind, we have to want to materialize things in tangible. It has to be tangible. It has to be linear for us to understand. Numbers never lie. Numbers speak more than any words ever could. There's been so many languages that are forgotten. Why the fuck do I speak in 15 different languages? I don't know. It happened when I was on crystal meth, just like my spiritual awakening. How does this shit happen? You chose me on crystal meth and here I am. Clean, sober, speaking my experiences, that voice, you know, I'm like, can't wait till I get out of this motherfucker. I'm gonna tell everybody. You know, I think my soul is like gaining all those experiences to express, to feel, to be able to tap into later on, to come across somebody who energetically, like I said earlier, I feel people. I can know that feeling because if I'm by somebody, it'll bring me to a part in my addiction or where I felt a certain way and I can see, oh, somebody's struggling with addiction here and feel it. And not ever judge because I'm like, bro, I know what it feels like to want to set that captive within your own self free. You don't know how hard addiction is. And everybody's like, just quit, just put it down. It goes so much deeper than that. One pro. Thank you, Spirit. Another one. Is that a hawk? Man, those two ravens, one came from over here and the other one came from over here, and then they meet up. Alright, so from the Higher Self Oracle. Woo! The first one to come out is this perspective. And then we've got manifestation. Manifestations are the powers of our thoughts, our intentions, where our energy, where our focus goes, our energy flows. That's how powerful the mind is. The mind is giving the body, which is made of electricity, and energy. Our energy starts to flow in that spot, or out of that chakra system, or out of that center, and it really feels like somebody here, you're doing a wonderful job at working with the subconscious and the conscious mind. Because you're starting to understand that it takes both sides, that duality here, that the duality that you're experiencing is here and in this density and in this plane. The master in you is learning how to work with those densities. I may lack here, but it also makes me stronger here. And sometimes it's not always dick measuring with everything and where you sit on a, you know, because once again, we're trying to linearize where you fall in the scheme of spirituality, what your gifts are, how you can use them. This is when you turn to the inside. You go internal within your own being. And it says, how do I feel? What do I really desire? My soul's desire. Because there's a lot of shit we think we want, right? A lot of people want to have that person because they're like, oh, if I could just, you know, it's something about saying I have this person. But once you're with them, then what? What if this person has a really ugly side? What if this person's lazy and fucking doesn't pick up their shit and you're like raising another fucking grown-ass man? You know what I mean? What if there's no teamwork? You know, they get super clingy after a while when you start to go out. So everybody knows you're my girl. My girl. Get you talking about my girl. My girl. Pump your brakes, okay? Pump your brakes. No, we ain't doing that. It really goes back to the self. Think about what you want, what you need, your desires, and really what I do is I ask my higher self. Outside of what I can only see from my perspective, right? Sitting in my seat, in my car, I can see around me, I can imagine what it looks like above me, aerial viewing, but I know that God sees other people in my life, their scenarios, what's for the highest good. When I'm asking for anything or wanting to manifest, I do it for the highest good of all, not just for myself. That's something that I was taught to do. I never really thought about it like that. When you become conscious of things, now you have a responsibility to use energy wisely. So that's why we're saying you're governed by these, your head and your heart. Those are your laws, and the laws that you live by of truth, honor, courage, commitment. If you're that to yourself, you will always be that to others around you. You're not going to go treat people like shit when you treat yourself wonderful because it would convict the soul, right? That's not, you're really based off of it, your foundation of good principles, good morals, and good values. It's becoming that, and then those things around you change. So let's look at this perspective, because there is something within that change. Thank you guys for all being in here. J-Dub. All right, perspective. Let's see what we got on this. What a beautiful energy to be in this morning. Got to see that sun come up. Absolutely beautiful, stunning, stunning. We're at 87s, sevenths, and 7/8. Okay, perspective 87. My legs get all cramped up. I'm not the girl to sit for long periods of time. No, I need to be out and moving my body. Okay. We got perspective here. I see the higher self coming in with the consciousness and the subconscious and the conscious realms, okay? So it's like the meld of the three, the trinity, the trine, the trifecta, the three things, okay? Everything we hear is an opinion, not a fact. Everything we see is perspective, not truth. A change in perspective is needed when this card crosses your path. The energy of this card indicates that you are thinking negatively about a person or situation. Your higher self is asking you to shift your attitude, point of view, or outlook about a person or a situation. Remember that your current perspective is shaped by your subconscious mind or upbringing, environment, past experiences, and beliefs. All of these affect your conscious mind on how you see and understand people, places, events, and even yourself. By realizing this, you are being asked to step back and acknowledge these factors. Limit your ability to fully know the motivations of another individual and even fully understand why a particular situation has occurred. The details of why Spirit has placed people and situations in your life may not always be known, but it is important not to make negative assumptions. Somebody's getting sat down. You are being encouraged to access the higher self mind, where infinite wisdom resides to help you see that all experiences lead to growth and expansion. Your higher self will help you think differently and help you have compassion for others and their mistakes, and even embrace your experiences, since they are the ones that will lead you to a higher version of yourself. You know, a lot of people, they don't want to go through hard stuff. Shit, I didn't want to go through hard stuff. Fuck no. I didn't want to go through hard stuff. I didn't want to be out here like a Viking warrior all alone with 5 kids, but I am. In spirit, body, mind, and soul, teaching myself, guiding other people. You know, I wish I had the time of day to sit and focus on myself, but my teacher is learning myself through others around me. It's a lot more diverse. I'm at a different level. We're at different levels. Look at some of the people that you're entangled with. When you can really start looking at things from that perspective, remember, I call on my guardian angel, I call my higher self probably at least 30 times a day. I focus on being present. Breathing has been one of the things, like really breathing. The more I breathe, I have it set with myself. The deeper in my own saturation of higher self I connect to. And you can command these things within your own being. Give your body permission. You work with your vessel to not age, to be younger, to feel vibrant, to show you what it needs. And don't get pissy when things start to fall out of your life because you fucking asked for that. It's not an easy path. You have to have courage and strength to leave people behind, parts of yourself behind, which feels like a fucking death in its own, because then why did I go through it? Because you take those key experiences and you let it grow you. Those are those hard things in there that are really uncomfortable. Breathe through it. It's a small, still voice. If you don't hear the voice, just breathe. Just go breathe through it. There's always, like, you can invoke your angels at any time to show you where you need. Pay attention. Don't just be a pissy little bitch like, Look at the numbers, look around. If the horn honks, look if there's a sign over there. They're never without guidance, never. The closer you get to nature, say the phones go out and stuff. You're not gonna always have angel numbers, okay? You're not always gonna have numbers. You're gonna have sagebrush, trees, mountains, the wind, the trees, the water, the way the sun's setting, the way that the stars sit in the sky in the fall versus in the summer. You notice other things, okay? A lot of you are going to be getting more off-grid as far as you don't need a lot of shit, guys. You really don't. Some of you, you've lost your houses, your homes, you've been in tight spots. You don't need a lot. You don't. What you have is yourself. It's growing closer to yourself. The more you fight it, the harder it is. The more you feel so desolate. God knows what your heart and soul needs. He also knows our manipulation within our own spirit and those energies around us that would. Nobody stands in our way but us. Because we came here with a soul mission to learn certain things and to be around certain energies that would grow us to an exponential rate if we would choose to. A level of mastery, if you will. And not just that, it's not just like getting to in your life and saying, oh, I made amends with all of these people, I have forgiveness in my heart, I should be good to go. No, because you're missing the experience. Wanting to know all the time, you don't always need to know. What do you feel? What you feel is more important than what you think. How do you feel? Because that's energy that's running through your body, which could give you an illness, a sickness. It could heal your body. It could bring you vitality, more life force into you. What do you focus on? What's your manifestation? What's your intention behind what you want? Is it selfish? Is it just for the here and now? Does it have longevity? Does it in its scheme of things, do you see where God could put its hand on it and say, yeah, I can see where you can touch lots of people's lives? Does it have to do with your creativity? Is it unzipping this whole version of yourself off and walking through the doors of your own beautiful being, really allowing the uncomfortability to shift and change you? Because the uncomfortability is in that darkness and the gang sign and all that shit. Our brain, you got to take care of your body. You have to know you're protected. You have to, your power. You can't just go and just be going in all these realm stuff. You have to know yourself. You have to know your senses when something's off, when you feel an energy that doesn't feel like it should be around, when you really are getting preyed on, or, other forces are up against you. How to use your spirit guides. How to become, come on, man. This is, there's a lot here. A big old flock of birds flies over. There's a lot here that you've gone through, that's all of your keys, and it's all within here. What do I need? What do I don't? Well, that's when you seek your heart a little bit further. Show me. Asking my heart, show me the way. show me the way. How do I feel? Because I want to feel peaceful. I want to feel at peace. I want to bring peace into other people's lives. I want to be able to have a deeper understanding of the things that I don't understand when I need to have the understanding. And until then, anything that I don't need to know, I understand it's for a reason, and I give it to the light. For the light, which is wisdom and knowledge. It's information, it's threads of wisdom and knowledge on little bandwidths of rays of light that work within our energetic force field that is around us, right? Our cosmic energy. We already know telepathy. We have it all. It's already within. It's unlocking it. You know, it's unlocking it. There's a lot of rude ass, mean, hateful people that walk this planet that have no business having any sort of fucking conjuring of spirits or power. Straight up. Doesn't matter, because the light's always going to shine through those. It's something, like I said, it's within you. Even if everybody burned every book and everything, all your cards, all your stuff, you could still be a prophetess. You would still have the word of God, and that's where everything is spoke from. That's where the creation starts. Some of you, you're profound speakers. Your wisdom and knowledge is untapped, because it's not something just by experience, but it's also something that comes through you in a bandwidth of information that touches and reaches the hearts of others, hearts and minds, and ability to say, not sure where this person got that information, but I know that God said it to me. It's unmistakable occurrences that are happening within your day, minute by minute. A miracle can happen in a minute. God can make a miracle happen in a decometer, a millisecond, so quick. But do you believe in that miracle? Do you believe that things can happen? Do you believe? It's not just some big God up there, I hope I'm doing good enough and then I get a blessing. No. It's in here. It's already in here. There's no hiding, there's no lying, your true feelings. These beings, even the beings that I communicate with, they know every thought. They know I am so vulnerable. There's nothing that they don't know, see, or understand about me. They know everything. That's why they love me. Just keep it real. The advanced version of ourselves, that is the knowingness, should be grateful. And you're like, be grateful. I'm not saying be grateful for having your ass beat or being in manipulative, bad situations where, you know, you really have been, like I said, some people just need a leg up. Some people just need a helping hand. Yeah, man, you can crash here for a week until you buy that new, you know, trailer. And then, you know, I even know somebody that's got a, you know, tankless water heater, you know, and you get people set up. It's just small stuff like that to help them have a, people should be able to lay their head, have a warm belly of food, and be able to stay, you know, dry, warm, and up off the ground. Okay, that every human being deserves to know what that fucking feels. People in prison know what that feels like. Okay, so with that being said, I heard regenerative energy. Alright, the other card that came out from your higher self, okay, and I love this Oracle deck, I love the book. Sometimes, you know, I go where I'm guided. This could just be the one thing that somebody was needed to hear today, or the little help, or a different perspective that's needed. That's why we're all here, to maybe say something. It's not just the person, it's just the fact that that consciousness came through another person to say, hey, thanks, I dreamt of that last night, that lets me know I'm on the right path. You know, we help each other out by being vulnerable and sharing things, and sometimes we don't share, you know, we send energy and light and love. Imagine it. Live as if it were your reality. Allow no distractors, but most important, assume the feeling of it. It will merge, and you will merge with it, and it will merge with you, so that it is no longer duality. It is you becoming one with what you desire. It's by Wayne Dyer. All creation comes from the mind. The divine creates through the infinite intelligence of the mind, and we create utilizing the same process. This card indicates a need to recognize that you too are a creator and possess manifesting abilities. It is within you to harness the power of your creative mind and to call upon the wisdom of your imagination to manifest your desires into form. So call upon the wisdom of your imagination. Do not worry about the size of your dreams because everything is possible. Your higher self is asking you to get clear on what you want to create without worrying about any possible limitations. Write down the number one thing you wish to manifest and consider creating a journal or vision board to reinforce the dream in your mind. Additionally, feel how it would be to actually manifest your dream because the feeling aspects of manifestation increase its power. Keep a consistent positive mindset throughout the manifestation process since the joyful energy will manifest your dreams more quickly. If your mindset or your energy constantly fluctuates while manifesting, it sends mixed signals to the universe. Your consistency is key. Meditate and ask your higher self to provide the right guidance to execute it. While you may have a very clear idea on what it takes to manifest, your higher self's vision is holistic and knows the best path forward to make your dreams a reality. Your higher self will also be able to identify any necessary pitfalls or obstacles when it comes to manifesting your vision. You may experience occasional rerouting during the manifestation process, but trust the direction you'll be given. Take one step at a time and follow the breadcrumbs of your higher self. Surrender to divine timing during this process. Make sure to trust your gut feeling about people and opportunities that come your way. If a door closes, accept that it's not for you. Remember to repeatedly visualize, feel, and take guided action steps, and your dreams will manifest. Feel, and that's interesting. Everything that I have channeled really was talking about that feeling and connecting with that self and seeing that dream. Okay. You guys are going to have to give me a second because I got to pay. I do not know why I can drink beer all day long. Yeah, and I'll have to pee, but not like I have to. Man, when it's drinking coffee, holy cow. Woo! What diuretic. That sun's beautiful. Burr. I wonder. You never know what charger I have in this car with these kids. I feel like I'm constantly putting a charger in this car and my kids keep taking all of them. And they're all type C's, the little mother truckers. Okay, we got the message from the Haya. Let's I can work with that. That's funny. I thought I did all the cards and there's two cards in this deck that don't belong in here. One's protection Card number 20, the other one's number 33. Soul fragments, balance will be restored, and protection. Wow, that's just a really specific message for somebody who's going through something. This protection here. It's Ganesh. Ganesh will make a way. I mean, that elephant will make a way. Get you right in there with the big old trunk. I don't even know what sound an elephant makes. They're scary as. They're so scary when elephants get mad and they're territorial and protective. And maybe that's what that is. Like, I heard the angels that make way. The angels that make way. Oh no, not between the sea. I always wondered what happens. Cracked open, rock bottom, surrender to the alchemy of life. Look at that. And I was talking about like unzipping your suit and allowing the light to shine through. Cracked wide open. For the highest good of all. Baby steps, okay? Following your intuition before it makes sense. There's a very innate message here about surrendering to, because your idea and what you're thinking it looks like is very different energetically in the shape of it and the pattern of it than what the divine has, what you have set in place. You are making great strides though, because your mind, where you're placing your mind, your energy is flowing. So we already know when we do it in fear, we do it in repetitive thoughts or feelings, our mind, it naturally goes there. It's not so much trying to stop the mind, but just shift the perspective of what you're observing and how you're interacting with what you're observing. If it is something difficult, look at it with saying, this is frustrating. Angels, spirit guides, Holy Spirit, I know you know that this is frustrating for the spirit. I understand it is. I'm just asking for the intelligence and the wisdom and the courage to go through it and feel this experience, because I know that I'm here to honor the humanism, right? Honor that I'm fucking pissed today. Honor that I'm super happy, the highs and the lows. That's why I seek for peace more than anything. I seek to be at peace, because I know if I have a super good day, I know that there are days that are super suck and are shitty. So anymore I'm not like, oh, I just can't wait to have the good days again. It's like I just want peace, and from that energy I can create. But I've also learned to create from chaos, because being in survivor mode most of my life, not even knowing it, just being a leadership. I've been like group leads. Every job I have, I always have moved into manager, been a lead. Not at first. I've always worked my way up to it. It's kind of always been a goal I have, to understand why and how I could create, because I've been under the rule of others, and I'm like, oh, I don't really, maybe we could change this. I see things that other people don't see. I go to work for establishment, I'm like, ooh, it could be better if we did this or we tried this, and I'll bring those ideas to my chain of command, right? And whether I get recognition for it or not, and my work always shows for itself. So it's like that leadership roles always put me in, I don't know, I'm kind of primitive too. I'm competitive. I think it's just my nature. I'm just a strong woman. It's just the way God made me. It's just, I don't know. That could really be like to allow that is a guide. Sometimes where maybe in the past people are like, you need to slow your roll. Don't slow your roll. Use that centrifugal force in that vortex of manifestation within your own being. You don't gotta go nowhere, do nothing, dress up. You can sit in your car in the desert and think beautiful things over the world and visualize the world. And I just put, intelligence lights. We don't just want to heal everything, light. You have to understand that people go through the hard shit, that darkness, that shadow. I would not be speaking the light if I didn't know the darkness. You don't. I'm sorry, you just don't. Unless you're like a walk-in soul and you're karma free and you go through that shit. That's what makes you. If you see a wise person, if you see a benevolent soul, 99.9% of the time they've gone through something very trying for their spirit, for their mind, the loss, grief, it could be everybody has their own thing that really strikes them at a soul level, physical loss, regrets of, being mad when people, leave this place of earth because of pride. We all have our own shit. Not everybody's going to be the same, but nonetheless, we know that we carry things. And what God says is, you know, it's not you just lay them down. It's take from them what they serve the purpose for, which is to say, hey, I went through some very hard stuff. Looking back now, I wish I probably would have bitched a little less or cried, you know, but I went through it the way I did. I owned my shit. I was honest. I had integrity. I took my lumps, and I learned from that experience to love myself when I am in trying situations. Because some of you have gone through some very hard things, got your shit together, your act right, and then like the same wave of people would come and disrupt your life again. But this time it's like it happened again, really, God? But now look how you went through it. Now you're able to weather the storms because you're understanding that sometimes a storm will go all the way around you and affect all these other people. You might get a little breeze in the hair, right? Especially if you just get your hair curled and then you go outside and it's a fucking windy day. You're like, I don't even know why I try. So that's why you just go like this. You don't have to worry about it. You might get a little disruption, but it's not. This storm's not for you. This storm is for the things around you to shift as well. Everything is always changing, moving, shifting. People's ideas, the way people feel. You know, people are in the astral realm at night and they're coming back into their bodies, you know. You don't know where people are going or traveling to or where they've been or their soul purpose. You don't even know what a master or... You don't know the soul until you really know and can, like... somebody here has soul recognition. They can look in the eyes and say, I know your soul. I know your origin. They can feel, they just have that senses. Most of these people, in my experience, are people that remember sucking on their mom's boob as a baby, or remember being in the womb, or they have early childhood memories, or working with beings, or they understand that, you know, unfortunately, like my kids, when they're like, Mom, what did Cooper tell me yesterday? I went to eat something. She goes, Mom, don't eat that. It puts the fire in you. And I was like, what's the fire? And she goes, you don't want it. No. And it was a pizza roll. And I was just in a hurry and I don't eat stuff like that. And I went to grab, she goes, Mom, don't eat it. It'll put the fire in you. And I was like, the fire? And she goes, so then she had a turtle. And then I was talking to she goes, Mom, do the turtle. So I was like, the turtle wants to know why there's fire in here. And she went on talking to the turtle and she's like, it gets in our belly. We can get angry. And she was just talking about, so instead of just dismissing her like, oh, she's a kid, she's not talking about anything, I listen to what my 2 and 3-year-old are saying, because sometimes the shit that they're saying is the shit that I want to hear. Because it is in that realm of things that we can't see anymore because we're closed off because of life, you know? Those parts of our brain that could experience seeing like things that really, you know, to a human, like, it's not there. You know, it's just your big imagination. Well, they call it whatever you want to. It's been dumbed down and now you're experiencing it again. Keep going. Keep going, you know, because it's not about finding new solutions. It's about the perspective. One thing I've learned, sometimes I'll be in the same spot, not a fucking soul. You know, everything's changed, but people just are not changing from the better from my experience. I'm like, why do I just, and it's this shitty people. And I'm like, how could I be around so many dirtbags? Like soulless, walking, fucking, no compassion, no conviction within their own heart for things they do or say, you know. For me, I'm like, man, I could never say that to somebody, because I know that people don't always remember what you say, but they remember how you made them feel. And I know I've been made to feel like shit a lot in my life, and I know it's always been for the most part, times when I really needed somebody to be the opposite of making me feel like shit. I didn't want money or things or anything. I wanted a hug. I wanted somebody to be there. I wanted to share an experience, and if you didn't have anything to say, just to hold me. Just to say, I'm saying, hey, I need help, this is where I'm at, to do something from your heart space, not out of fear and go try to put me in jail or, you know, take my kids. We can always do things, we can always handle things different. I'll never ask my family for help again. Not my physical family, because every time I've asked any of them for help, and I forgive them, I love them, whatever, they did what they think they needed to do at the time, but at the core of that decision, my soul sees where that was made from, and it was out of a sense of spite, and to sit me down because of my holier than thou. You know, there's a lot of things that we go through, and it sucks, some of the people that do shit to you, because you're like, wow, you know, and that's where it hurts, because you're like, wow, you're my mom, you're my, you know, you're supposed to be, you brought me into this world. And, you know, granted, you're kind of different. You're always God, like that was just a being that your soul came through. For some of you, it was just your way of getting here. It was just an open portal that you would be able to get through. It wasn't that you would ever have like the physical parents, because the cosmos, you know, spent time raising you here on Earth. You know, you're a universal child of love. So you don't have, you know, you don't have both parents that are married and stayed married, and you know, your parents never worried about money or losing your house or having electricity on or food to eat or shoes that fit. You know, some people never live that life. Some people do, and even to worse, not, you know, worse extent. Fuck, just shoes. It's just interesting the way that we'll incarnate and go through, and it's just like, are we gonna drag all that I was born in a dumpster with you your whole fucking life? No. You're not gonna carry. Some people will, until it's just like it's old. People are just tired of hearing like, we know what happened to you. We know where you fell off at. Like, do you? And people who are just say, yeah, it's this injury or this. And I just, ever since then, it's like, that's a choice. It's a choice to stay there. Even if you can't physically change the situation, you can change it mentally. And the way that your mental shift goes, people can feel that energy around you. Some people are just Debbie Downer, draining ass motherfuckers. Being around them drains me. It's like, oh, my neck, my back, my knee, it's like, dude, I get you hurt and you have your stuff, but why do you think you hurt? Because you sit there and say and speak out loud, I'm sick, I'm ill. Your body's listening to everything. I you wouldn't believe the amount of people that I would coach or say these things to about like really just talking better to your body, being better to your body, eating better instead of having a fucking soda, you know, having some water with intention behind it, you know, eating more nuts and things that come from nature. You know, try it for three Mondays, eating different, eating cleaner, 3 weeks, 21 days. Try it. Fast, man. Go do some fasting with broth and juice, or broth and water and juice. Take your body way back and see how much different you think, how much clearer you think when you're not packed full of additives and preservatives, let alone the energy and frequencies of this world. You really have to, when I say take your power back, I'm talking about being consciously aware of what you're putting in your physical, in your car. This thing gives out, you ain't got nothing. You got one back, 2 knees, you know, 2 wrists. Take care of your fucking body. I know, I work construction, and there's a lot of times when I'm like, oh, I'll just grab these 3 pieces of 4/8, you know, 4x8, 3/8 pieces of fucking OSB at the same time. And yeah, I got it done faster, but my shit hurts now, you know. So I've spent a lot of time saying my stuff doesn't hurt. You know, my body heals. I give every tissue, every ligament, every muscle, every bone in my body to listen to the vibration of the love that comes from me. To see healing. I give you permission to go back naturally, or to elevate, to open genetically. I just let whatever the hell comes through, I just speak it to my body, as long as it is, you know. And I have to auto-correct myself, you know, throughout the day. I'm like, nope, I said that out loud. And it's rewiring. Basically, it's rewiring how we were negligent and on autopilot saying these things out loud while our physical vessel is listening. It's like a computer. It's one of the most wisest natural things that most people will never completely understand. We're magnificent beings. God bless you. I keep feeling like I don't know if I like the whole car thing for flipping cards. Your life is a canvas, artist, manifestation, creativity, accountability. Yeah, there's some good stuff. See, because there's like a divide in energetic, those that remember the amnesia that they've been in and the connectedness. Anytime you're going within, anytime like, what does my soul want? What am I desiring today? What makes me happy? How can I step outside of my pattern and shape shift my energy so that you can make room for other things to come into that? You know, we're like a piece of puzzle, a puzzle piece, right? And then as things wear on us and things get hard, or we stop living, or we stop breathing, you know, we're always busy, we're always on our cell phone, our shape, You know, they wear our edges off of our piece and it no longer fits into that old puzzle. Now it fits into a puzzle that's more like it, right? At that frequency, stressed out, tired, anxiety. Now they fit together. It's not like the original puzzle where it had its full shape and form. So sometimes we call back those fragments, right? Where we give our energy and we grow and are shaping like a snowflake. We're all individual. If that makes sense to anybody, our patterns are our shape, you know? I don't know if I'm making sense. Let's see what galactic beings are working with us. What up, Rex? You wearing care? Thank you guys for the subscribes. I appreciate it. We made it past 5,000 subscribers. I love you all. That was such a huge accomplishment and goal that I had set. It feels good to accomplish that goal. Anytime that I can accomplish a goal, it feels good. But I think that's the most. Feels good to set out a marker, and it's more than just the number of 5,000. It's just I kept going and I didn't give up. Still won't. My feet can't feel me now. I feel limitless within the potential of what I could bring to a worldwide web of people who've experienced a lot of things, as well as myself. So not just bringing what I think people would like, but sometimes it's when I'm just really being me, people are like, well, I really resonate with that. So reminding myself to be authentic in my soul expression, just the way that I communicate. Like sometimes I try to be nice to people and not be a dick, but deep in I am a dick. You know, if there's stupid people that say stupid shit, like, and I'm not always mean, and I can clown on, I can be, yeah, I was a drill instructor. That's what I do. I eat souls for a living in that realm of, you know, but I don't do that anymore. I just talk a lot of shit, be in the middle of a lot of shit. I was one of the #1 shit talkers. I don't know why this morning when we were watching the sunrise, I was on one. I was like, no, sit down. That's the thing too, and it's like gauging. It's like you're gonna feel people in your experience. Like sometimes you just need to tell people to fuck off. Fuck off. Fuck off. Somebody's like, just fuck off. I just fuck all the way off. All the way. Up and out and over. That's a real thing. Gets old. Fuck. People always thinking, yeah, you'll show up, you're nice, you'll do it. No. Fuck off. Sometimes it is that. People are like, what? I really thought I was banking on it. I was like, well, you fucking banked wrong. You thought wrong. Don't think. Don't think. It gets you into trouble. You know, and I was thinking too of even taking the channel and going to just where like you guys wouldn't see my face. I don't know why. Where you guys wouldn't see my face and it would just be an interaction like this, right? I don't know. I kind of wanted just to see. So I think the voice and the vibration, I don't know, there's something with that. I guess I just want to switch stuff up a little bit. Okay, let's get the Mystical Martian Oracle. Oh yeah! Take it down! Down, Simba. There we go. Okay, from the mystical Martian oracle, what do we got? It's the Galactic Federation. Card number 22. The Galactic Federation. Fancy that. Morning message. Hope you guys all have enjoyed the channeling. The sunrise. What is your problem? I'm hearing sequence of event. What? Sequence of events. Sequential. So maybe it's at somebody. You'll know. That's for you. Okay, we got the Galactic Federation that comes through this morning. The Galactic Federation of Light was founded over 4.5 million years ago. Yeah, so do you think that they might know a thing or two about you? I think they might. Million years ago to prevent interdimensional dark forces totally dominating our Milky Way galaxy. They are benevolent beings of many star systems that travel to many galaxies, in some cases, multi-universes. Their mission involves peacefully carrying out cosmic assistance to all willing beings, facing fate and unfated cosmic phenomenon. The Galactic Federation intercede with Earth Councils, Solar Councils, and with the Great White Brotherhood of Ascended Masters. They are generally based in Sirius star systems and travel throughout the galaxy, universe, and occasionally beyond. They have over 200,000 Confederation members from countless planets. Wow, working with some pretty powerful ancient beings, huh? They have enormous fleets of starships at their disposal with highly sophisticated, sentient, interdimensional technology. Their motherships are self-contained worlds. Their ships can dematerialize or cloak if need be. They have been visiting Earth for millions of years with strong ancient connections to the Terra human species. The Galactic Federation are participating with the ongoing consciousness paradigm shift of the cosmos that affect all galaxies of the universe. For coherent developmental reasons, they follow the non-interference law by distance or cloaked monitoring. Only when threatened with potential threats of danger, they will destroy an entire planet. Can they only when threatened with potential threats or dangers that will destroy an entire planet can they interject. The Federation has had to interject on Earth's cosmic development a few times already. So this is collaborating with higher dimensional beings. This is having good alliances, meetings of the mind, working together, time travel. Group dynamics. This is symbiotic. Amalgamation, community, and monitoring. Okay, so you might feel like you're being watched. You could be feeling these beings. You could be feeling these energies. You could be connecting consciously with these beings. That telepathic communication that we all naturally have with one another. Truly, if you would to feel. I've had telepathy. I never really knew what it was, and I was kind of like, I would never even know how to explain it. I've had it clear as day with a brother and a sister. At the same time, sat there having a whole conversation, laughing, and I'm like, in my mind, I'm like, how are we doing this? And they look at me and shrug and just smile. It was And they're like, come on, Casey, you need to use your words, because for days I just wanted, like, it wasn't just being close. I could be like 10 miles away and say, hey, I want a soda, and exactly what kind of soda. And my kid's dad, Charlie, would show up with a root beer. And I'd be like, that's crazy. He goes, girl, you know you can just call me. You need to use your words. And I was like, I don't want to use my words. I don't. And losing telepathy sucked. I don't know if it was just a frequency, and it was only for a small time window, like 7 days. And then it was very interesting, very interesting. So there's some things that will always keep some of us going, and I will never stop. We just can't get me off this path if you tried. From being, I have an addictive personality. I'm addicted to the Holy Spirit. I'm addicted to seeking within myself. I'm addicted to discovery, feeling alive, being present, going through life. It's different for me now. What I used to try to not to feel, and now I get to feel everything. And I have the courage to take it on too. And when I don't have the wisdom to always understand, I know I can just fall back into my heart space and say all is well with my soul. There's nothing that the divine can't bring you through. I used to be afraid of my own higher self. The things that I experienced now, I realized that was my higher self, that I was like the dead people, or being attacked, or it was just a shadow aspect of my fragment of my own being. There's a lot of things I don't understand. I don't have words to put in. Even though I have light language, I spend more time communicating with myself. If I'm not with my kids, I'm with myself most of the time. I like it that way. But then also I get called into like very public places, and Spirit will just have me mingle, and then I will start, dead dads and grandparents and kids. They'll be like, hey, tell my mom. And I'm like, I'm not doing this right now. I am not. I came out here to have some dinner and a few cocktails. I am not talking to dead people. And you don't get to just shut it off. You don't just get to be like, nope, I'm 9 to 5. I'm on my own time now. You don't. You give the message. Sometimes I hate doing it, and it has been embarrassing. I'm like, I'm sorry, I have a message for you. This might not. And actually, somebody's like, I don't believe in psychics. I'm very skeptical, but it was weird. She sat next to me, and the waitress came, and her middle name was her first name. And I'm sitting there, and all of a sudden I see both of their grandmas that are their mothers. Okay, one's her grandma and one's her mother. And I'm sitting there and I'm looking at their spirit, and their names are the same names that both of these women were given. Okay, so I'm like, I'm not gonna say it. And well, we had a few cocktails, and I was like, I'm sorry, but was that your mom that had that same name? Did you get that name from your mom? And actually her grandma had the same name too. And was her mom's mom had the same name? And she goes, yeah, how do you know that? And I said, I know this is going to sound really weird, but I seen your mom, who has passed away, standing next to you with her hand on your shoulder. And she started crying, and she was like, I don't believe in it. She goes, but there's too many things that, you brought up. And when you have somebody who's really skeptical too, I don't care. I do, I want everybody to get the magic in it, and I just have to know to let it flow, because there's some things you don't want to miss in a message for somebody. Something that, like if it's a rubber duck, you're like, I'm not going to say rubber duck. What's that going to have to do with anything? And that's the one thing, that it is. So you never know. You can try all day to deliver the message you think you need. Spirit always has a different idea. You think you're off, that's when you could be on vacation, and then that's when you need to, there's an emergency accident where you use your prayer. There's just been so many times where I've prayed, and literally I'm like, please send an emergency medic. The next person, I turned around, tapped my shoulder like, ma'am, I'm an emergency medic, please move to the side. And I was like, what the fuck? I just asked Archangel Michael to send somebody. They're like, yeah, we just pulled over on the side of the road, we were on our way to Boise. And I was like, and you're emergency medic? And I was like, that's crazy. Literally just prayed. And I knew, I didn't have my light language then, but like there's just so many things I can tell you that prayer is so powerful. There's just no way. There's trust yourself, speak, be fearless in that. Somebody actually is walking out here, look. I was like, that's weird. It's the first person I've seen all day. Where'd you go, buddy? Oh, there you are. He's walking on the fence line. He's not a big guy by any means. Where did you go? Oh, he's cutting through the field over there. I can barely see him. There he is. Walking on yonder. That's funny. I actually used to live in Pennsylvania. Like, was I 12? No, it wouldn't have been 20 years ago. It would have been almost like 30 years ago. And I can't remember if when I lived in Charleston, if it was in West Virginia or Pennsylvania. I can't remember. I feel like I may have met you, but probably a different woman because I'm in Pennsylvania and it's been like 20 years ago anyways. Yeah, I'm 37 and I lived back there about, I want to say it's probably like 12. It was probably like, because I had massive surgery on the back of my head over there. 11. Yeah. Yes, I have 5 kids. 2, 3, 11, 13, and 17. And I'm here in Idaho. Did I not bring my angel number back? I don't think I did. I think I'm gonna go take a hot shower. It's gonna be a bumpy ride back, but great Halo, it's Casey. What up, Ryan? Woohoo! What's up, guys? Whoop! Not all who wander are lost. What's up? Nope, divorced twice, not married. Gratefully filled with gratitude to be this part of my quest and journey solo, but I'm never alone. I don't really have... I'm married to me. Eratike patara yecheze vota katetera pateno de yeshezo voto pikitra te katara te. Somebody here is like working very closely with Archangel Metatron. I don't know why I keep seeing like the Galactic Police. I don't know, that could be a thing. This guy's name's Chance, and his name's Chance Peanut. And this song is called The Mountain Is You. I don't know if you guys have ever seen this. I seen Riley. I used to live in Riley, Oregon. That's funny. You're in Oregon? Mountain is you. Only worry can bring me down. I'm scared to let go. I'm scared to lose some point out myself. I'll give it all for the future. Only worry can bring me down. The mountain is you. Yep. I was gonna go get on the mountain this morning, but I'm gonna save that for next week because I want to be up there, and I think we'll get more snow too. Yeah, I'm on the flat down low today. We're gonna be way up, high up there. Dude, I was out there at night. Shit you not, I've seen a lot of jackrabbits. I've done a lot of rabbit football in my time, spotlight and shooting. That was like our childhood. Like we'd get all the kids together and we'd go shoot rabbits. These jackrabbits were like 3 feet fucking tall up there. I'm telling you, they were in the snow, still jumping. I mean, they were like, they looked like the rabbit off of Alice in Wonderland. I've seen some weird shit in this fucking desert. I'm not gonna lie.
Darling, never say, wish I could change the things I say, because you pain. Fire in my eyes.
See you later, desert, for now.
You cry, filled up all the oceans and swallowed all my pride, and it sunk to the bottom of the sea. Yeah, it rolled with my pride and deep, and I know I wasn't right.
Thanks, J-Dub.
Don't be mistaken.
Don't be mistaken. Okay, I'm gonna drive us out of this bitch.
When I'm a
See how shaky it is. I wonder if I should put those. We'll see how that rides.
I give to you my word that I will serve. You're like my queen, praises I will sing. My love for you is older than a storm, stronger than a mountain.
I know that road's probably gonna be swamped out. Well, we'll see what we got.
To the bottom of the sea. Yeah, it rolls with my pride and that deep. And I know I wasn't right. Don't be mistaken. I'll tell the truth when
I'll tell the truth when I'm a fool.
when come on now.
God, the mountains are beautiful. This bitch in 4-wheel drive. And we're in.
I'm saying,
Yeah.
wish I could change the things I said because you did. Fire in my eyes.
God, 4-low ain't playing.
Filled up all the oceans and swallowed all my pride. It sunk to the bottom of the sea. Yeah, it rolls with my pride and deep. And I know I
I've
was
never really used the 4-low in my Suburban since I bought it.
I'll tell the truth when I'm
I think I've been the only one out here because none of these puddles are broke since they've been frozen over this morning. Come on, y'all. These mountains are serene. Oh, there's Homeboy walking up there. Probably thinking, what the fuck am I doing? I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? Where'd you go, you little bastard? Oh, there you are. It's weird. Anybody ever experience when you're out too, there'll be like one fucking person, like one guardian angel that just shows up. See you, dude. See you later, loser. I'm just joking. That's what my girls always say when they're leaving. Ringo and Danny Cash, their older brothers. They'll get in the car with me and they'll be staying at home. They're like, see you later, woozers. Only because the boys are little shits and they talk shit to the girls. I don't think we really... Let's go. Her. This shit's a little fancy for me. Hey, you're a neutral. Ooh. Man, when those mountains get covered, I know there's plenty of snow up on the...
Eyes clouded, blood on my face. Yeah, I'm only getting started. Crack knuckles, the fish shaking.
Where the fuck did that guy go?
Rivers run, but I'm
Oh,
staying.
he's up there. Dude, he's moving. He's hauling ass.
Yeah, I'm only getting started.
He's got something in his hand, too. What are you, a fucking investigator of the desert, maybe? What are you doing out here, sir, and what's in your hand? Swear to God, I had a cop come out to me in the desert once, and I'm like, get the fuck away from my car. You do not need to speak to me. I am doing nothing wrong. Goodbye. We see you got a gun there. No shit, motherfucker. Am I breaking the law, or is that a Second Amendment? Fucking douchebag. Dude, when the cops took this little pistol right here, this is a little 6-shooter 22. You should have seen the cop cam, their body cam of this motherfucker trying to unload it. You would have died laughing. He's sitting there tapping it, waiting for the bullets to fall out. It's got a push stick that's attached to it. Fucking laughing my ass off. There's homie. Haha, you douchebags. And then they kept my pistol for a fucking year. It's alright, got my shit now, motherfucker. God only knows what crimes you committed with it, why it was in your possession, though. You might go down for a murder in the future. I never fucking did. Who knows? Good morning. I do not know what is in this person's hand. They walked all the way out there. Shit, who knows? Maybe they just go and pick up trash. It's not my business. I just work here. It's my first day.
I'm only getting started. I'm only getting started. They're broken, but they still got mine. I'm only getting started.
Awkward. Been a beautiful morning. B-E-A-beautiful. what's so cool is where I was in the desert, I'm already almost home. For real. It's like 3 miles out. Fuck, it's hot as hell in here. Cheerio, mate. Yeah, you almost didn't stop the stop sign. Seen that. Yo. $120,000 SUV blowing a stop sign. Guess when we have money, we don't have to fucking obey the laws, huh? Just do what we want.
I swear I almost know
Home sweet home.
I see stars looking at the sky sinking down.
Well, guys, it's been a beautiful morning. Thank you for spending time with me. Almost 3 hours. Shoot, look at us. Hey, swerve the potholes, huh? If you guys are interested in a personal reading with me, please email me. I most likely won't get any reads done till Monday when I hear back from YouTube. I do live personal readings, or I can do where it's just you and me and nobody else can see, or I can do pre-recorded. So let me know what works best for you. If you're out of the country, we can set up a time. We can set up a time that works best. We'll figure it out. Thank you guys so much for hanging out, hitting the like and subscribe button. I love you guys. What else was I going to tell you? Oh yeah, keep it magnificent. You don't got to be anybody outside of who you already are. You know, that's the gift within its own self. You just got to align with that, your own truth. It ain't nobody coming to save anybody but you. Shift the perspective and go hard. Enjoying life. Go hard to seek peaceful moments out and manifest within that vortex of peace and multiply it. Time out. It's the end. Great ride to you, Casey. Thanks, Ryan. For the babe with the iron. You're very cute. Love you guys. Thanks for all the new subscribes. Trying to grow the channel here. So, we think we're at like 5,035 subscribers. That's a number I can hang my hat on. Whew. Okay. I'm going to go get me a nice hot shower and that, got the shower head in there. It's just huge. And then it's got the other shower head underneath it. And it just, the water that pours, it just feels, it's amazing. And then there's a new little portable sauna too. So you can just zip yourself up in there and you can put natural herbs, medicine. It's going to be amazing. All right, guys. Maybe soon I'll be able to get back to having the hot tub. That would be nice. Take you guys out to some hot springs and go live. Whew. And I think I'm going to get some duck eggs and some toast made. My belly's a rumbling. Cheerio, mates. Constance, love you. Jerry. Kiss from Idaho. See you guys later on the flip side.